For this month's trail build feature, we've come to the NEC in Birmingham. Might not sound like an obvious place to have a mountain bike trail, but in September we're going to have the cycle show here, and we're going to be out on the mountain bike test track, giving everyone a chance to test out the latest bikes and equipment. What we're going to be doing today is just making sure the track's in great condition. This summer's been a wet one, so everything's growing crazy, and also we've got a few puddles just lying on the trails in places where we may not have seen puddles before. So what we're going to do is just a little bit of work here, just to retune the tread on the left here, just to backfill this puddle and build a little bit more drainage, just to take the water away from the riding line. Water on the trail is inevitable, but what we want to do is just make sure that if someone's coming round this corner, they're not going to splash through the puddle, be able to carry their speed into the next section of trail. Okay, so what we've done now is we've just cleared the inside of the corner, pushed all the undergrowth back a little bit, and then dug this little shallow trough. We don't want to go too deep, although we want to go deep enough to get the water off the trail. One of the issues we've got at this time of year after the heavy rain is the sediments washing into these low spots on the track. So a lot of this issue here was caused by that sediment just banking up on the inside. So what we want to do is clear that sediment, not dig too deeply so the water's now sheeted across. Although it's sitting here a little bit at the moment, we're in quite peaty soil here where they built the lake up at the NEC. So what we want to do is just let that water sit there for a little bit. It's going to be underneath the undergrowth and it will begin to dry out. The next stage is just to redefine the top edge of the trail so riders are not bullied down onto the bottom and they ride this trail looking through. Good thing is we know this camber here is going to stay dry, the water's now off the tread, and so we just want to get this eye line back a little bit just through this section, and then we're pretty much good to go. Started to come together. We've cleared out the trail line, we drained the water to the inside, and now we've re-established the brash on the side there just to make sure people stay on line. There's still a little bit of water down in here, and a bit of a concern of mine is if we get more heavy rain it will pull more sediment down. So what I've done is just leave this a little bit deeper for now, but just while we've been here we've seen this water starting to evaporate and this section of trail starting to dry out. The good thing is, if you look at the spade head, we've got bottom, middle and top clear and free of water now. So riders coming through here shouldn't need to splash into the water on the inside. What I've also tried to do is just put a little bit of hard standing underneath there just to give it a little bit of substance if someone does drift offline. Top edge, we've just tidied that up a little bit, just made that a bit more obvious and given our riders just a little bit more space, and we're pretty much ready to roll with this section now, so have fun when you get here in September.